this is Charlotte and Natasha for Kracht Amsterdam, and here we are with today's home workout. And today's home workout is a bit different than yesterday because we are going to reach high intensity, but we will do that in an interval setup. And how it goes is that every 4 minutes you're going to perform 20 jumping lunges, 15 floor presses with one arm, 15 floor presses with the other arm, but only if you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell available. Otherwise, it would be 30 floor presses with, for example, a backpack, followed by 10 burpees. Now, the idea is that you're going to finish this round as quick as you possibly can. The remaining time of the 4 minutes, therefore, will be your rest. And that we're going to do for 5 times in total. If you're more of a beginning athlete, feel free to scale this down to 3 or 4 rounds. And your score will be, in the end, your slowest round. So it's all about consistency, not about sprinting just in round 1, but about staying fast in every single round. Before we are going to run you through the movements, we're first going to start with a warm-up. So please join Natasha. We're going to start off with 16 kickbacks. So you're going to place your hands on the floor, jump your feet back and back forward immediately. 16 reps. Come on, join us. Yeah, I mean join Natasha. So this kickback is great to get the heart rate up. We are of course very limited in what kind of cardio things you can do at home. These type of interval workouts are great to improve your cardiovascular endurance, and movements like kickbacks you can do in a high volume while staying completely injury free. It's not a risk of injury. Then after 16 kickbacks, we're going to go down to the floor for a glute bridge into a hamstring walk. So you're going to lift your hips up high, you're going to walk your feet out, walk your feet back in without dropping the hips, and then you come back down and perform this again. So every time, butt back down, make a new rep, walk out, walk back in. We're doing this for 8 reps in total, and Natasha is walking quite far, but if you can just make 3 or 4 small steps, then you can walk back, if otherwise your hips would drop. So focus on squeezing your bum, and even though you bring your hips up as high as you can, you should not let your ribs go out. You should really try to focus on squeezing the abs as well. After 8 of those, we go for 16 cross body toe touches. So Natasha is still going to be on the floor and she's going to bring her feet up, and then she will reach up with her right hand to her left foot, and then with her left hand to her right foot. 16 of those, and this is quite a fast movement, really nice to activate the core. And after 16 of these, we go for yoga push-ups. And the yoga push-up starts in a down-facing dog. You can move them forward to a push-up position for a push-up. And after you finish your whole rep, you move back into a down-facing dog position. If you find this very hard, upper body strength-wise, you can go from a down-facing dog into a knee push-up, and then you go back to the toes to push yourself back into a down-facing dog. We do 8 of these. This is not about the speed, this is about moving in the full range of motion and getting some stretch on the shoulders. In the push-up, try to keep your elbows close together, keep them tucked. And after 8 reps, you're going to do another round, full round of this, the 16 kickbacks, the 8 glute bridges into hamstring walkouts, another 16 cross-body toe touches, and 8 of these yoga push-ups. Put us to pause, and then we are going for some mobility. And that mobility will be today a pigeon. We're going to hold it for a minute left, a minute right. So get in position, take a large lunge. Drop your knee to the floor, and then bring your elbows down so that we can start with clocking that minute. And a minute might feel really long, but you should embrace the position and just relax as much as possible. You'll have the biggest benefit out of there. And if you either like these type of stretches and mobility work, or if you feel just really stiff and you think you should be doing it more, We are releasing 2 yoga videos per week made by our yoga teacher Malka, and she will do loads of those static holds in a stretch position. Then the other thing you could do is join Jura from movement-based therapy every Monday for the mobility class, a half-an-hour class focused on loads of dynamic work mostly. And I think it's really good to improve your mobility level in those classes. We'll hold it for another 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to switch sides. So we now take a large step with the other leg. Again, the knee comes down, you're going to be on your elbows. Now if you just thought it's a bit easy for me, you can try to bring the foot further forward, and that would make it a bit harder. Natasha will attempt to do that, but she is already quite in her end position. And then we're just holding this again for a full minute. Then if you're joining the lifestyle challenge at the moment, you get points for doing 15 minutes of mobility work a day. And for that there are loads of applications as well as YouTube videos with these type of stretches as well. So my recommendation would not be to go for 8 minutes one side, 8 minutes other side with this, but just to make a bit more variety. But this is definitely one you can do very often. And we'll hold it for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly come out of there. Great guys, we're going to move on to the movement standards of the movements in the workout, starting with the jumping lunges. And those jumping lunges will be with no weight, and you're going to jump from a split with one side in front to a split with the other side in front. Ideally your back knee is going to gently kiss the floor, but if you need to keep a bit of distance, that's fine too. And if you don't want to make those jumping lunges due to either injuries or instability, you're going to make it a normal stepping lunge. 20 reps is quite a bit, so pace yourself a little bit if needed in order to keep every round later on in the same pace. Then we're going for floor presses, starting with the dumbbell. In a floor press, you're going to reach, you're going to try to get as much tension in the body as possible, like with a bench press. So you place your feet flat on the floor, you're going to arch your back, your elbow starts on the floor with your forearm completely upright, and then you press the arm up to a straight arm overhead position. This would be 1 repetition, and we're going to go for 15 with one side and 15 with the other side. Now with the kettlebell, it would work exactly the same. You hold the handle of the kettlebell, it will be hanging against your forearm if you have a taller forearm. And I was worried that with Natasha it might be on the floor, but it's not. And then you press that arm completely straight up. So if you don't have these weights at home, fill a backpack with as much weight as you can find and that you can press safely for 30 reps. Both arms are going to then be with the elbow on the floor, so probably the weight is on your chest and you go to full extension. Now when you do so, you're going to keep your shoulder blades together, squeeze, and you're never going to go with those shoulder blades away, right? So even you extend your arms, the shoulders are going to be together. 30 of this is a lot, but think about the volume of push-ups that you can handle, and that backpack is definitely lighter than your body weight. Then we finish around with 10 burpees, and I know you know, but Natasha really enjoys doing burpees, so she'll just show you 1 rep, chest on the floor, ending with a jump and happy clap. If you want to do this stepping, it's fine too. So, as we said, you do your round as quickly as possible. The remaining time of that 4 minutes will be your break. So the faster you are, the longer your break is, you get it. And then we repeat that for 5 rounds as an advanced athlete, but for 3 or 4 rounds for a more beginning athlete. Good luck, have fun, and enjoy. Bye guys, bye-bye.